Greetings, YouTube. How is everybody doing out there today? It is the last day of February, the 28th, 2021. So, it's a horrible day today, guys. It's raining. It's been raining like crazy. You hear that tapping? That's my little buddy. He's walking around trying to find him something to do. Get out of there. It's just raining horribly today. So, I hope you guys are having a great day today. Hope you guys had a great weekend. I was out all day yesterday riding around Indiana looking for me a car. And looks are deceiving, guys. I found I'm gonna tell you what I've been looking for. I've been looking for Firebirds, Trans Ams, and because they're getting harder and harder to find. And pretty much any Firebird or Trans Am, whatever I can get my hands on. Saturday we went and looked at a Camaro SS, had 46,000 miles on it. Beautiful looking car in the pictures. When I got there, the car needed to be repainted. And what they were asking for it, by the time I bought the car and had it repainted, I can buy another car that don't need nothing and less miles too. So I found them cheaper. But in one sense, man, I wanted to save the car because they're slowly taking V8 cars away from us, and they're making V8 cars so expensive. It's hard to get a V8 car. Where in the 80s and in the 90s, you can get V8 cars, and they were reasonable. You know, I had a 97 Z28 convertible, 35th edition. It was white, had 30th edition in the seats, and I bought that car. I'm gonna say it had less than 20,000 miles on it, and I paid like $14,000 for it, and it was only 3 years old, and it was a Z28. They made some Z28s, I think 14 and 15, and they're about $40,000. And that's what little miles or no miles or a lot of miles, they want $40,000 for. The Z01 Camaros with high miles, they still want at least $30,000 for one of them. So, and the way these dealers appraise their cars, they see what the other dealers are selling them for. And these cars ain't worth what they're asking for them. There's one dealer, I don't know, he's about 40 minutes away from me. He's got a 92, it's either a 92 or 91. No, it's a 92. It's a 25th edition, but it's not the white one with the orange stripes, the one I want. It's just the white one, or it's blue. Don't even have T-tops. It's got 81,000 miles on it, and I watched it. The price came down to like 11,000 and some change. The car's only worth about 6,000. Then now they got it up to 15,000. So I'm like, this is getting crazy. This is getting crazy. And then I saw an 89 IROC. I love the IROCs. I saw an 89 IROC, had about 139,000 on it. They were asked 6,000 for it. It's like, great, I'm gonna go this weekend and I'll go look at it. Well, when I got up yesterday, start putting my list together of cars I want to go look at, they done raised it up to $10,000. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So the stuff that these car dealers are doing is just unreal. That's why I'm trying to get a hold of some of these cars now, because who knows what the price is going to be in 10 years from now, even if we have combustible engine cars. I'm hearing rumors that they're wanting to go all electric, which I think is stupid, because even Teslas, why do I want a car that can only go 200-300 miles and then it's got to be recharged? And I don't know how long you got to sit there to recharge the car. Now, if they come out with cars that go 400 or 500 miles on a charge, and then by the time you use the bathroom, your car's fully charged, it might be worth it then. But then on the flip side of that too is, if the car's got a computer system that controls everything, how much is it when that computer crashes? Or how much is it when that battery or batteries, I don't know what they got in them. How much are those things? How much is the electric engine when it goes bad? You know, those questions people never ask because, like right now, the Teslas, they're like $100,000 and used. I mean, they're down, but lithium batteries only last 5 years. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's people, oh, I got 10 years on my lithium battery. But the average on it is about 5 years before you get the maximum charges. I'll show you this battery right here. This right here, this battery is a 2011 battery. This one I bought my DeWalt's kit that I bought when they first switched to this battery style. This battery, even though it holds a charge, it's not fully charged. I can't use it on a tool no more. Because if I put it in a drill, I might get 10 holes out of it and the thing's dead already. So yeah, I'm still using it. I'm gonna use it until it don't charge no more. But on the flip side, I can't really use it on something heavy. I can't impact with it. I can't use it on a Sawzall. I can't use it on a saw. I just use it on my flashlights. That's all I use it for, is on my flashlights. So I'm gonna put me another list together this week, and I'm gonna see what happens. And this time, before I go far away, I'm gonna call up a sales guy, and I'm gonna have him to take a picture of the car, the worst parts of the car. So when I get there, I'm not shocked. But on that Z28 or that Camaro SS, I was blown away. It looked like somebody done something happened to the hood, and it looked like they painted it in their driveway, and it's got dirt all over it. And they just left it. They didn't even sand it and try to buff it out. They didn't do nothing. They just left it in there. And on the pictures, the thing looks mint. 46,000 miles, 13.5. That's a steal. Go up there in the car. The car to me was only worth maybe $10,000. Because I got to put another $5,000 to get the car repainted. But, you know, the flip side of me, man, is like I like to save it. I hate when people pay all this money for these cars and they don't take care of their cars. They just leave them out in the weather, and then they just 5 years, the sun done faded them. Like this thing, I left it out in the weather. My roof's faded, my lift gate's faded, but I'm putting another lift gate on there, so I ain't got to worry about painting that part. But I got to paint the roof, and then usually when your paint starts fading, your shielding from the metal to the paint starts getting weaker and weaker, and then moisture starts climbing in there. And I think that's how it started rotting around my windshield up there. That's the only place I got rot. Out of all the places, that's the only place. I can see it in a quarter panel, or I can see it in a rocker panel, or bottom of a door, because salt gets up under there and we don't clean them good enough or whatever. But on the roof. So, because that's where all the beating comes from with the sun. And that's why I haven't had a car in a while, because if I buy a nice car, I want to put it in, I want to cover it. Like I got a 2020. I got to wait for all this weather to stop and for the ground to dry out a little bit. I'm going to dig out a spot over here, and I'm going to build a carport. That way it keeps it out of the weather. Because I'm paying a lot for this thing, and I want it to last as long as I can get it. So, well guys, I haven't got me a car yet. I'm still working on it. So, my goal is I want to buy me a decent car now. I can pay it off before the summer, and then for the end of summer, I can buy a real more expensive car, and then I can pay it off over the next couple of years. I want a couple of cars. So this time I'll never be carless unless something happens out of my control. And, you know. But I hope you guys have a great week coming up. Stay tuned for the next video. Like, share this video. Subscribe if you like. Give me a thumbs up if you care. I don't know who the person is keeps giving me a thumbs down. They're miserable people. There's miserable people in this world, and I don't care how positive you are, they're always going to be miserable. You can give them $1 million today, and then tomorrow they want another $1 million. That's just how miserable people are. My channel is not a perfect channel. I don't claim to be a perfect person. I'm not a perfect person. And I like making these videos and having it on my little channel just to share with people things and how they feel. And you never know the connections you get. You never know what could happen. So I'm trying to be a positive person, and I'm trying to influence everybody out there. So, well guys, stay tuned for the next video. I'm waiting for it to stop raining. It's been raining crazy today. Pouring out rain. when it poured down rain, my dog, when it pouring down rain, my dog, he'll walk outside and be like, nope, and run back in. It's like, dude, you got to go to the bathroom. So you don't use it in my house. But we'll see what happens. Just stay tuned for the next video, guys. And soon as I get all my parts for this thing, I'm gonna film me fixing it. I need the front shocks so I can get all the front end work done, and then I need rear drums for that thing. And once I get that done, then I'm gonna put it all back together, because like I said, I'm not gonna paint it until it warms up a little bit. And then I'm gonna change the fluids in it, the tranny fluid and the rear end fluid, because it's due. It's due. So, all right, guys. Well, till the next time, I hope you have a great week this week. Stay tuned for the next video, and I will talk at you later. Bye-bye.